And just to go to step further with the boyfriend and girlfriend, situation that people like to, throw that title around. Honestly, you're still brother and sister also.
Ooh,
Until you
child.
get married. So think about that. You're out here fornicating with your brother. You're out here fornicating with your sister. Ooh, that's nasty.
Ah!
That's nasty. And listen, that flipped my wig back once I started to, find
Yeah.
out that wow, I've been doing this. And then also just coming into connection with these different people and picking up different spirits as you go along, just infiltrating your life with all types of
Mm-hmm.
just nastiness and the enemy just running rampant because
Yep.
you're doing things out of order. But yeah, there's no boyfriend, no girlfriend. You are brother and sister. Even once you go into courtship, not dating, even when you go into courtship and on even in engagement and then marriage, and even still in marriage, you're brother and sister.
Mm-hmm.
But that bond now is under the covenant of God, where you now have the right to say that you're now husband and wife.
Okay, see now we gotta break some stuff down now because
I know I said a lot,
you
right?
said a lot. Okay, so even if you've been engaged for a decade, which why, sis?
Mm-hmm.
Um
Mm-hmm.
that
Blink,
you
blink.
okay, you are technically single, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Um should not be engaging in premarital sex. So I want to
Mm.
talk about the dangers and the folly of fornication and why in your studies and in your prayer um and in the revelations that have come to you, why is that a rule? Like, what is the fun? Because I don't think God doesn't do stuff just for no reason. Like, there might be times when we don't understand the reason, like that hasn't been
Right.
revealed to us. Because there's some stuff now I'm like, oh, and now I get it. That's why I
Right.
wasn't supposed to do that. But to the world, it can look like, well, he gave us these feelings and he gave us this body. It must be for a reason. We're supposed to procreate. We're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. So why would he tell us not to do it unless we're married? That's, again, that's an old rule that doesn't function well in today's society. But like, what would be, your answer to that or your counter to that as to the practical functional reason why that is a rule and why it is actually a really sensical rule that makes good sense and
Mm-hmm.
that it's a rule that is there to protect us actually. So what do you have to say about the don't be
Fornicating
doing
out
the
here.
do outside of the wedding bed, defiling
Yes.
yourself out here?
Yes. 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 Because sex, not fornication, but sex is powerful. Sex is super powerful, and I'll give you an example of how powerful it is. You meet a man or you meet a woman, whoever's watching, if the brothers are watching too, but you meet a man, you meet a woman, and okay, you decide that you're going to go ahead and fornicate. Okay, you do what you do. Now, before all of this, everything is good. Sun is shining bright, good conversation, everything's good, no worries, nobody's, hanging on to you or trying to be up in your business, so to
Right.
speak. And once that happens, what happens? Now you got Inspector Gadgets going through phones, like where you been, where you going, why you doing that, why you smell like that, oh, why is this happening, why is that happening? Because
Yep.
sex is powerful and it is not to be done outside of marriage. And when it's used incorrectly, these things happen. People are getting killed, shot dead because of sex, because they are having sex outside of a marriage. This is why, sex is a powerful tool. And when it's used within marriage, it brings back together the marriage. It renews the covenant of marriage. On top of that, it creates life, which is something super
Mm-hmm.
important out here. Okay. So it creates life. And like I said, it brings the marriage back together. And it's also the fuel for our husbands. But a lot of people don't know
Okay.
that. Okay, that is his fuel. Okay, so I mean, it's a super super powerful tool. Okay, yes, it may feel good and things of the sort, but that's reserved for married people. You got to get to that level. You got to pass that test. Okay, before you could go and elevate yourself to a husband and wife, you need not participate in that because dangerous things happen and the enemy knows that. And this is why he makes it look so glamorous, or it's on TV and it's in books, and and people get super curious about it because of what they see out here on social media and things of the sort. So the enemy definitely puts his people on Front Street to make it look glamorous and sparkle and shine, so people can start to engage in it, so he can have his way
Right.
with it. So people are doing it outside of outside of the will of God and what God has instructed us, which again, that gives the enemy something to celebrate about. Okay, so once
Yeah.
I learned that, I'm like, no, like, close up shop, zip it up, sew it up if you need to. It is not it is not going down. And all of this is packed up and reserved for my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because again, when we get married, our bodies are not our own. Our bodies are our own anyway. Right now, they do belong to the Lord. And we also have to think about that as well. So when you show your body to someone else, don't forget the Lord's in the midst of that too. So he see what's going on all up in,
Mm-hmm.
okay, up in the brook in
Oh,
the
see,
bed.
I
But
see you ain't finished or done. You just gonna keep it up. Okay, keep it up. Keep it up.
so I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And a friend of mine along the same lines explained to me once, like, until you are in a covenant marriage, you, like you said earlier, you are the bride of Christ. And
Yes.
so if you're having sex with
Mm-hmm.
someone else, you're cheated. You a whole
Innocent.
adulterous hussy out here. Like,
Adultery.
come
Yes.
on.
Yes.
Stop it. So I was like,
Exactly.
ooh, clutching my
Yeah.
pearls. Like,
Yeah. If you just take a look at the whole entire scene, like, it's just I couldn't find myself going back to that type of lifestyle.
mm-mm.
I couldn't whatsoever. Like, it makes me sick to my stomach to even think that I've done these things
Right.
outside of what he has instructed us. And it all just makes sense. Like, why should I do this? Like, I have one body. This is the body that he gave. He was so kind enough to give me this body to be able to live on earth and live and have his spirit live inside of me.
Right.
Why would I defile my body? Why would I do like
Yep.
these things to myself when this is all I got? And he just loved me enough to be able for me to live on this earth and experience creation and experience paradise. And I'm out here running amok. Like,
Exactly. But
no.
he loves us so much and he's so good. When you repent and you're forgiven, like,
Yes.
we remember the things that we did, but he said that once
Yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
return to me and I'll return to you.
Yeah.
And when you return to me, like, okay, you did it, you was wrong, we know you wrong, but you've repented, you've turned away from that and you're walking towards me, I'm gonna throw that in the sea of forgetfulness. So that always kind of makes me feel better when I get to thinking
Yeah.
about, dang girl, you was bugging, like, what were you doing? And then you think back and you be like, it wasn't even like, it was kind of whack. Like, I'm out here, getting
Right.
all kind of charges on my rap sheet, and it was whack. Like,
Yeah.
at least it could.
Right.
Anyways, okay,
Right.
it might be too hot for TV, if you will. Okay. I said we was gonna keep it real, but maybe, like, sometimes keeping it real can't go wrong. So let's pull it back in.
This is Marissa Janae, founder of Form Her the Blueprint. I am here with the Glow Code, and I want to let you know that cuffing season is canceled.